happy to share with you. I'm going to talk to you today about E48 notification error message you used to have on your Dstv. You got E48 error message because you may lose your signal somewhere, you don't have a signal anymore, or you have a wrong connection. But for this result of E48 error message appearing like this in your screen, that's simply showing us you got a problem with your signal. And there's a many reasons you can have that. Many reasons, and one of those reasons could be the loss of your signal, wrong connection, or poor signal. But we have to bring a solution to clear that E48 error message. And to clear that E48 error message, we have to fix, we have to repair. And you can do it. You can do it yourself. That's why I invite you to stay tuned on this video till the end, so that I'll share with you one of the most important reasons to have that error message. Call me Alphonse Foku, and then I'll call you my sister and brother from another mother. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Like I said in my introduction, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I'm talking to you today. I'm talking to you because one of our brother and sister, decided that he wanted to find out why he have an E48 error message on his television. And then it happened that on the phone, I managed to tell her what to do to solve the problem. And then it happened that was a configuration problem. It was a configuration problem on Dstv installation wizard. And I took that decision, and then I say, okay, let me share with my brother and sister out there, so that next time all of you can know what to do when you have an E48 error message. Before I go through to the subject, I want to thank you, many of you actually, who have been accompanying me on this channel since 2 months. Because we are actually today 2 months old. Dstv and Icon Media is 2 months old today. Thank you very much to support this channel. And I take this opportunity to say, for those who have been watching video without give us a like or a thumb notification to receive in the future more video, and to subscribe to the channel. Yes, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to form a big community of appliance repair. We're going to form a big community of appliance installer. We're going to form the big community of self-employed. We're going to form a big community of handymen. We're going to form a big community of supporting each other, sharing knowledge of our entrepreneurial. We're going to be the leader in Africa, because we have to start somewhere. Because no matter what, we have to accumulate. We do the accumulation of a little thing we do every day, so that tomorrow when we're gonna put them together, it's gonna make us rich. It's gonna make us to be a big industry. It's gonna make us to be a big businessman. It's gonna make us go from the smaller business to a bigger business. So that is the reason why we have to form this community, to share ideas. Sharing the idea make me now to share the solution of solve your problem of E48 error message. Like I said in the introduction, E48 error message is actually a loss of signal, bad connection, or not having the signal at all, or a poor signal. We have many ways of solving this problem, but we have one problem which I come across, which I think I should share with you, which is the configuration using your DSTV installation wizard. The DSTV installation wizard. When you go to the configuration of your decoder, when you put your decoder on, it always gives you a wizard where you have to go through. You say okay. You go to step 1 up to step 4. You're gonna see the step 1 via step 5, step 2 out of step 5. So when you reach in the step 4 of your DSTV installation wizard, you're gonna see in the beginning it already say to you on your left hand side, you're gonna see step 4/5, and you're gonna see on your right hand side will say the signal status. Normally, if you have a good signal, you're gonna see on your right hand side the bar. You're gonna have a bar there. We're gonna be actually in blue. If you don't have a signal, that bar going to be in black. If you are watching your TV right now, you can use your remote. You go to the menu, you go to the DSTV installation wizard. When you go up to step 4/5, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. After you see that, you're gonna see your LMB type. Your LMB type. You help me. LMB type. That's where the problem is. That's where you're gonna focus yourself. So immediately when you have that wizard step 4/5, you're going to see the LMB type. That's where the problem is laid. I'm saying that because many of you have called me to the house, and then I realized that the problem was the DSTV installation wizard who was not configured properly. So now, for you not to have that problem again, if you got E48 error message on your television, on your DSTV installation, before, listen very well, before you call a technician to come and solve that problem, make sure you have performed the setting of your LMB type. Now, to do the setting of your LMB type, you have to know what type of LMB you are using in your ceiling, because some of you will be using the single universal LMB like this one, and some will be using the smart LMB like this one. The single LMB, as I have shown you, if you're using the single LMB, obviously if you are using the single LMB on your dish, as I have shown you, you're gonna set your LMB type to universal. You're gonna set your LMB type to universal. If you are using the smart LMB like this one and using your Explorer, you're gonna set your LMB type to unique cable SAT-CR. Why I'm saying this? Because if you are using the single LMB like I show you now, if you are using the single LMB like this one, if you are using the single LMB like this one, most of the time if you are using this single LMB, you'll be using those small decoder, and those decoder, they are like this. This is the old one. They are like this. You can have this type of decoder. They could be like this, or this small HD decoder, which I don't have here. When you are using this single LMB, the setting on your DSTV wizard LMB type must be universal. If you are using this LMB, if you are using this LMB, the setting of your LMB type on DSTV wizard step number 4/5 must be on universal. If you're using this LMB universal type on your dish outside and you do the setting on universal type of LMB, you're going to have on your right hand side a blue bar. Blue bar means you got your signal. Now, what can you have as a problem? If you got at home, maybe the child used the remote and do the factory setting and you didn't know, or somebody have reboot the decoder, you didn't know, what's gonna happen when the decoder boots, like this decoder, when you do the reboot of your decoder, now the decoder get initialized. The setting of the LMB type on DSTV installation wizard may change. Now if you are using this decoder, this LMB outside, which is a universal type, and when you reboot your decoder and the setting go to universal, obviously you're gonna have E48 error message, and then now you'll be thinking that everything is damaged. You may call a technician and then you'll come home and take your remote and do the setting to universal, and then you'll get back to your picture and you lose the money. But if you understand very well what I'm saying here, you'll be able now to take your remote, go to DSTV wizard installation, whereby you're going to change the setting to universal and you get back your picture. Now, we have another type of installation. You may have a smart LMB. Smart LMB, remember on the smart LMB we got 4 pin like this. We got 1 which is universal, and then we got 3 which is unicable. This 3 is only meant to be installed to install your Explorer. This one you can use it to this type of decoder. For instance, this old model, you can use it here. You can also use it on this type of decoder. But the funny part of is, we have a unique cable here who work on Explorer. But this unique cable can also work with your For You decoder, which is this one. That means if we connect our signal on unique cable, we can also make it work with this type of decoder. But now, if you are using this type of decoder, remember this type of decoder can work on unique cable, and then it can also work on universal. So now, if you did connect your LMB on unique cable, what you're gonna do, you're gonna set your decoder inside. You set your LMB type inside in your decoder on unique cable. If you connect it on unique cable, sorry, if you set it on universal, you have to set your LMB inside on universal. If you connect it on unique cable, you have to set your decoder inside the house on unique cable. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So you should know what type of LMB you are connected on. Are you connected on universal or you are connecting on unique cable? But for you not to be confused, if you have an E48 error message, I will advise you, first of all, after you check your cable at the back and then you realize that your cable is well connected, that your F connected is well connected. If it's your first time to watch this video, I have the video which I have shown you how to connect your F connector with LMB cable. So now if it's well connected, what you're going to do, you're going to take your remote control for the decoder. You go to DSTV Wizards installation by pressing menu or the green button on the remote. You press it, you set your wizard, step 1 over 5, step 2 over 5, step 3 over 5, step 4 on over 5. When you reach step 4 on over 5, you're going to see type of LMB. You can put the type of LMB. If it's on unique cable, you change it to universal. If you change it to universal and you see the green bar, that means your LMB is connected to universal. If you leave it to unique cable and then you don't see the green bar. If you put it in universal, you don't see the green bar. That means totally you don't have a signal in the house. And believe me, on that case, you have to call a specialist who's gonna assist you We're gonna help you now to go outside there and do the job of outside. Set your dish. The LMB may be damaged. The cable may be cut somewhere. The signal may be shifted. The dish may be shifted somewhere. That time you have to call a specialist to help you outside. But this setting is inside the house. So to claw and to actually bring the stop on this topic, if you got E48 error message, first thing, check your cable at the back of the decoder. That is well connected. The white cable, the LMB cable. Second thing, check the signal strength with your remote. You check your signal strength. If it's not low, or if it's present, or if it's normal. The signal strength must be more than 50% for you to know it can carry the signal of IS20 of multi-choice. After you check your signal strength, if you got your signal strength lower, ask yourself why. If you got your signal strength absent, now you can take the same remote and you go to DSTV Wizard. Step 4/5. You check your LMB. You check your LMB configuration. Your LMB configuration, if it's on unicable and then you don't see the green bar, change it to universal. If you change it to universal, you still not seeing the green bar, there you can call a technician to come and assist you. Because most of the time, E48 error message, most of the time, is just a problem of configuration. It's just a problem of changing the setting of your LMB type to universal or to unit cable set CR. Thank you for watching.